essential oil for conflict. This particular topic, is it confusing or curious? We're going to be talking about conflict and confrontation, and honestly, they all just go together, even though I just love alliterations. How do you manage conflict? How do you manage the confrontation when conflict occurs? Because it does, and it's unavoidable, it's inevitable. We will eventually, at some point in time, be in moments of conflict. We just yesterday had a confrontation with a dissatisfied customer who expressed their concern about what they purchased and not realizing what they purchased and thinking it was insufficient. So we had to do a couple of things with how to approach this. Take a breath, take a moment, review before reacting, reviewing to respond versus reacting. My name is Linda Ray, and I am a retired financial services professional and business owner, and now I'm just kind of having some fun with intuitive tools and insights and using wisdom and knowledge and experience to have a little more fun with the logic and analytical side of things when it comes to running a business. This is entertainment purposes only. We do not furnish any empirical studies to say this is fact. No, this is all interpretation. So take from it what you will, or leave behind what doesn't make sense. If this isn't something you have to grapple with, this might not be the video for you. I'm using the regular Rider-Waite-Smith deck. I like using this deck for the 10-minute tarot, and especially on pretty broad subjects of things that we encounter in our business that may not always be embraced. Maybe it's a challenge. I had a post yesterday about conflict and the 5 suits of conflict. I'm just fascinated with conflict because, bottom of the deck, and then of course, split deck, justice. That's interesting. There's a lot of feelings that come up, which is how this gets a little muddled. And also different ways for conflict to present itself. Is it face-to-face? Is it in an email? Is it on a phone call? Is it with partners, employees, clients, associates, family in business? And we have feelings of, do we want to rock the boat? Do we want to keep the peace? Do we initiate it for the drama? Do we avoid it to not stir the pot? And is it a fear of rejection? Are we going to be wrong? Are we not going to get our way? Do we have to be right? Do we not feel confident with presenting an argument that's convincing enough? Do we want to convince besides discuss? That's a thing. So lots going on with this topic. Lots going on with this topic. It doesn't have to be bad. Conflict doesn't have to be bad. I think with the meaning around that we make it, then that's when we make it bad. But what if it was just a learning lesson? And yes, maybe we didn't get our way. Maybe the outcome wasn't what we thought it would be. But why does it have to be bad? Why can't it be that we're just sharpening our skills for decision making and for how we respond, and also establishing boundaries? Maybe this is how we discover that someone's breached our boundaries because we didn't make it clear. Maybe this is the gate opening up to understanding how to manage expectations. Okay, so enough of all that. Whoops. I'm going to have a blog with it as well. And you can check my Substack for that. I'm at Linda Ray, R-E-Y. I'm probably going to put this video as well as a blog with this topic because, again, fascinated with it. I'm not saying that I've perfected it, but I am fascinated about it. So I like kind of digging deep into the shadows of what could keep us from feeling more confident when this happens. How it can be so triggering depending on different types of experiences we've already had and people who have betrayed us or violated the boundaries and so on. I'm doing a horseshoe spread today. And please like and subscribe if this has resonated with you so far. And if you are a business owner and you know other business owners that are looking for a different format, if you will, for reviewing things on how to learn from a different perspective, from the cards and not always from the books or classes. So, all right, so here we go. Let me move my paper here. The questions are, how do we manage conflict? How do we manage confrontation of said conflict? Okay, so the past is the 10 of Wands. No matter how much we learn, there are moments where we're overwhelmed and burdened by having to address this. It's not fun. But this, because it's a 10 card and we've had some success and we've excelled in our business, we have the information we need to process how to go about this in a measured fashion. All right, so that's the past. It's a burden, but we can get through it because we've been through a lot already. The present, beautiful card, the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles following the 10 of Wands. Gorgeous. You have everything you need. You've accomplished so much prosperity and you have more than you need, essentially. You have resources here. This is the Pentacles is of material success and wealth. You have resources to dig into if you're triggered with conflict, and if confrontation is if there's an avoidance strategy behind confrontation, there are ways for you to become unburdened with this. The near future is the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is forecasting into the future, out into the expanse of what you've already experienced. You have the 10 of Wands experiences, the 9 of Pentacles accomplishments. The Three of Wands is allowing you the ability to not only experience new things, but in a way where you're utilizing the wisdom that you've accumulated in your tenure at your business. Now, this card is you in your business with conflict and confrontation. Oh, the Hierophant. Wow. Okay. So this is utilizing all of the learning methodologies, again, having resources and success from the experiences that are less than pleasant by the 10 of Wands, but also knowing that there are still new things that are going to come up. And you as a Hierophant, with everything you've accomplished, you can handle anything. Next is environment and influences. Is the Eight of Cups, walking away from what no longer serves us. Yes. Sometimes it's the only way. With everything you've learned, how much do you want to contribute to the conflict if it's not going to move the situation forward to a better, safer place? Okay, next is hopes and fears. The Star. You're nourishing yourself with the feelings you've learned, the feelings you've had, the wisdom you've acquired, the lessons you've learned. This is hitting on all points of what makes you successful in your business. Okay, and now the outcome. Further confirmation with the Four of Cups, a meditative state that gets you to that walking away state to not give any oxygen to the things that are agitating, but not moving forward. I don't love that the Four of Cups, because that also could be apathy, and having an apathetic perspective of confronting conflict is only going to, set back the progress that you've made in certain scenarios, perhaps. Entertainment purposes only. But let's pick a clarifier for the Emperor. Control, authority. So this is more of taking a beat from reacting and letting your emotions run wild on the situation versus you've got the ability to dig deep before reacting. There could be somebody who you rely on, that 911 call before you react. There's a lot of water here too, if you think about it. So there's water in the Eight of Cups, there's water in the Star, and that's a fluidity. The feelings are fluid to be able to adjust accordingly when a situation calls for those triggers that test us. And that's the other thing with major arcanas here, Emperor and the Hierophant. These are cards where we learn from these types of lessons, and they will keep presenting themselves if we don't get a handle on a better way that's better suited for us to manage with more peace and safety in our lives. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and until next week's 10-minute tarot, every Sunday we publish the weekly glitch tarot readings. Please check that out. That'll be published on Sunday. Every Sunday we publish 7 glitches, which are mistakes in business, and we do a tarot reading, a 3-card spread for each glitch, for each mistake, every week. So thanks for stopping by and watching and liking and subscribing. And we'll see you next time, because the tarot said so.